Hi, my name is Rachel Taylor, and today I'm going to give you a local's perspective on the 5 best places to take photos in San Diego County. I've also got some spicy tips to make sure that you get the best photo at each location. Whether you're a local photographer or just visiting from out of town, these should all be very helpful for you. Let's get started. At number 5, we're starting with Los Peñasquitos Canyon. There are many different options for trails when you're around here. My favorite are the ones that are meandering away from the main trail, which tend to have the most beautiful lighting. This San Diego microcosm has 14 different habitat types. I've even found wild celery growing by the water. What's nice about this area is that it's shaded and there's a lot of running water, so it's a lot cooler than a lot of places in San Diego that tend to just be more deserty. Now, this area tends to draw a lot of crowds during the summer and the weekends because of the waterfall. I would recommend going on the weekdays, and if you can, get out there for the morning golden hour instead of the sunset golden hour. There are many entrances which can get a little confusing if you're trying to find the best way to get to the waterfall or the most scenic place. I would suggest parking at Canyonside Community Park. There's no fee there, and the entrance is by far the most beautiful. Another thing to consider about this area is that it gets very muddy after it rains in the winter, so I would suggest the best time of year is either the late fall to see those colors changing, or the late spring when everything is blooming but it's not too wet. Number 4 is going to be Bird Rock Waterfront. This is a good place to go if you're looking for some classic San Diego views. You've got cliffs, waves, and surfers. What I personally love about this spot is the gorgeous texture from the rocks and the easy-to-find solitude. It's a very clean beach, and it's a great candidate for a long exposure because you don't have many people interrupting your frame. Tide pools are also something you can find at this location. There's endless fun in peeking around looking for little creatures that are hiding. I wouldn't even be surprised if you found a few treasures. Now, it's crucial that you check the tide chart when you're visiting this location. I would recommend to go at low tide. Low and high tide are both great, but if you're going at high tide, prepare to get your shoes a little wet. Another downside of this location is that sometimes there's a lot of seaweed. This location is best at golden hour in the evening. Even during the weekends, I wouldn't be surprised if it was just you and the seagulls and your camera. Enjoy this little nugget of San Diego solitude. At number 3 is Mount Laguna. In my opinion, this is the most unique landscape in San Diego. Here you'll find dramatic desert views and vistas, all perched within a pine forest. Burnt trees from a forest fire in 2013 add a little bit of a spooky vibe. That makes this a really good spot for photo shoots and music videos. One thing that I found by shooting here is that the mountain casts a shadow. What you're going to want to do is move golden hour to an hour earlier to have proper light. If it's too bright, just check on an ND filter. Another thing to keep in mind is that there's snow from November to late May. In fact, this area gets the most snow in all of San Diego County. Parking can be a bit limited near the lookout. If this happens, I would suggest checking out Kuwaimi Peak. There's a lot of beautiful rock formations to sit on and gaze into the desert abyss. At number 2 is Torrey Pines State Reserve. This is another classic SoCal beach vibe. You get the added bonus of geologic beauty of towering sandstone. Whether you're on the beach or perched on the cliffs, the views are incredible. There are great options both in and out of the preserve. Both are equally beautiful and offer different views. If you're looking for an interesting photo subject, perhaps take a photo of the Amtrak train that runs through the northern portion of Torrey Pines about every hour. The reserve has an entry fee of $15 for the day, but there are plenty of other options for parking for free. It's also very crowded on holidays and weekends. To avoid crowds, I would shoot at sunrise. There's better light at that time of day anyway. The sun illuminates the coastal chaparral flora, and it just is a stunning view. If you're looking for some classic sunset pictures, I would watch out for the marine layer. The best time to shoot here is the spring, when everything is green and blooming. Here we are at the #1 photo location, Cabrillo State Marine Reserve. With unique hiking trails bringing you from the top of the cliffs down to the water, it's not hard to take a very unique photo here. Just watch out for that salty spray. Another thing about this location, tide pools. These are the most lively and biodiverse tide pools that I've been able to find in San Diego County. Similar to Bird Rock, it's crucial that you check the tide charts. The way that the sea swells and crashes against the rocks is unparalleled. Cabrillo has a fee of $20 for day use or $35 for a year pass if you're local. Trust me, it's worth it. Despite this steep entry fee, this place often gets very crowded. For this reason, try to go right when it opens and on a weekday. Don't forget to take a moment to enjoy the beautiful landscape you're in. This place is so special. So that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what to do. Happy trails and happy photo taking.